You are now tuned in to Black Ink Radio.
Turn up.
The hottest station in the nation.
1 2 1 2. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that always listen, everybody that support us. We starting a little late. It's my fault, a little bit of traffic. You know what I'm saying? You tune in to Black Ink Radio. You know what I mean? We got the legendary MALIK DESHAWN in the building. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Yeah. Black Ink Radio. Thank y'all for having me.
Definitely thank you for coming. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a pleasure. He about to teach us something new. You know, well, it's not really new, excuse me. It's something that's been misconceived for a long time. People be thinking, you know, certain things is one thing, but, you know, what people don't understand, you know what I mean? They mess it up. They you know, turn it into whatever they want to turn it into. So we here today to basically just put y'all onto something that a lot of people have questions about. Some people ask me if he's a psychic. Some people ask me, you know, is it magic? What is it? So I'm going to let the man himself give you a brief synopsis of what it is, and then we're going to get into exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
Talk to him, brother.
Yeah, Rich, man. Thank you for having me. I'm really glad you said what you said. You spoke on a few things. You said understanding. I was always taught that the gifts of understanding are the treasures of God, and nothing beats an understanding. Understanding will always clear things up, right. And that's what we're here to do. My name is MALIK DESHAWN. I am the founder and owner of Castrology for Life. That's astrology with the C in the front. And the reason why it's astrology with the C in the front is because it talks about how to use the 52 deck of playing cards blended with astrology. Yeah, the playing cards. The ones that we play spades with, the ones that we play poker with, the ones that we watched our grandmothers play pity pat and bridge with.
So it's not a different deck of cards. It's actually the same 52.
Man, the same 52 that grow up that helped all of us, and that all of us grew up with in our households, especially if you was in the black community. Right. Everybody played spades, whether it was on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Everybody played spades, right, and pity pat. So yes, it's the original deck of playing cards.
Okay. All right. So now this is a question I have, right? So when these cards are used the way they use, do you believe that these cards were created the way they were for castrology and people started playing games with them, or how does that correlate?
Well, actually, the original use of the cards is to help us understand how to navigate our lives, kind of like a human GPS, right, or like a human road map. You know, when we was growing up in the Christian church, people always said, and preachers always said, hey, your life is already written. Right. He said it's already laid out. Right. Well, today you're going to find out exactly where that came from, because that saying actually came from the deck of playing cards. But right, to answer your question, the original purpose was actually hidden from us. Oh. We've been lied to. You know, our minds have been befuddled. We were taught that these cards were witchcraft. We were taught that if you did it, you were going to hell. So a lot of people were swayed away from the knowledge. And what the powers that be did was they took it and they repackaged it. Right. They disguised it. And they put it in the form of games. They said, okay, play with it. Well, they say the easiest thing to hide something from a man or a woman is to put it in a book.
Put it in a book. I heard that many times.
We're used to the books that have words and letters. Right. Well, I'm here to tell you that the deck of cards is a book within itself. But as opposed to being expressed with words and letters, it's expressed with numbers and symbols. And when you understand how to read the numbers and symbols, then you have a language, and you understand how to read the language. Right. And that's why in spades they say, how many books you got?
Right, yeah.
Because the deck of cards is a book. It's one big book comprised of 4 little books: hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. The 4 suits in the deck of playing cards.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's dope. So, all right. So, yeah, I didn't know that. This is a lot of knowledge to take in at once.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So, wow, yeah. I wonder why they call it books when we used to play spades, because spades is my game. I'm good at that. You know, I don't play when it comes to that. You feel me?
You know, everybody say they
Everybody
say
they
they're
good.
spadeologists till they play with Malik Deshawn.
So now with the knowledge that you have of these cards, you when you play spades is different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I count cards. When you understand the language, you automatically count the cards.
Right.
It becomes second nature to you. You know, so it's a little different for me. And at the same time, I have to separate when I'm playing spades from actually reading the cards, because I get a hand and I'll be like, okay, this means this means this means this. What's going on?
Yeah.
So I also have to separate those two.
Yeah, let yourself know. Look, we playing spades right now.
Yeah, we playing spades. Yeah. We ain't reading. We ain't navigating.
All right, now, so for the people who want to know if it's like being a psychic, like, so this is not telling people their future. This is not telling people, you know, you're gonna be rich, or like we was talking about earlier. Oh, this is, you know, here you can't give people the numbers for the lottery. So explain to them exactly what it is.
So, it's science. See, it's not fortune telling. It's not being a psychic, because that's more intuition.
Right.
What this is guidance, and there's a difference. For instance, the 52 deck of playing cards, like Rich, you're Scorpio.
Right.
So Scorpio is ruled by 2 planets, the planet Mars and the planet Pluto. So your planetary ruler card will be connected to the planets Mars and the planets Pluto. And what they tell you is your characteristics, your persona, and how the world sees you. How the people who really don't know you see you. How the people that you show up at work with, you do interviews with, they see you in that light. What's your birthday?
November 17th.
November 17th is I do everything in my head, y'all. So November the 17th is it is the 3 of clubs in the card deck. That's actually Kobe Bryant's card.
Okay,
that's the artist card,
Yeah,
and the writer's card. Somebody who's a great writer, a great communicator. So see, Rich is doing exactly what he was born to do. He's on radio. He's communicating.
Right.
He's the one that brings things together. He has a very, very creative mind. He can sometimes be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, if he taps into his creative intelligence, he's always able to get ahead and do what he needs to do. He's also a very spiritual man. But because Rich is the 3 of clubs in the life spread, which is the grand life spread, which if y'all look right here, we got all the cards on a sheet. And this is the book that we read. It's called the Grand Solar Spread. It's comprised of the planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So when we look on here, we see that Rich's Mars card is the 7 of clubs. And Rich's Pluto card, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, is the 7 of spades. So Rich is a 3 of clubs, 7 of clubs, and a 7 of spades. He's a deeply, deeply spiritual man. His power lies in the spiritual realm. And because of that, because Rich probably learned to let go, he probably don't worry about tomorrow. He probably live right for the day knowing that God got tomorrow. Things always come his way. He's always connected. He's always communicating, and he's always blessed.
He on point, y'all.
It shows that he has a strong faith, and he doesn't have a problem with letting things go if they come to an end.
That's a fact, man. Damn, you hit that on the line. He doing it, y'all. Y'all heard. See, and the crazy part, you said, you know, creative, because I do music, did music all my life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Since I was 13. Yeah, man, that stuff is way on point.
Yeah, Rich also has a in the cards, when you have a card, each card has what I call two angels. You remember when we was little, the cartoons, it had the angel and the devil on the shoulder.
Yeah, on the shoulder.
It's always almost like your blessing and your challenge. Well,
Right.
we have those with the cards. You have two angels with you, and Rich's two angels are the 5 of diamond and the king of diamond. So an example of that would be the 5 of diamond represents his challenging angel, the things that he struggled with, the things that he needs to learn to overcome, represented by the 5 of diamond. And in a nutshell, I would put that as Rich needs to learn not to spend money as fast as he gets it. You know what I'm saying?
That could be. That's
Rich
right.
is definitely sometimes too open and too free with money, even to the point where he'll give it away to people that really don't mean him no good. He'll give it away to people that really probably ain't gonna never pay him back. But he has a yeah, he has a king of diamond as the blessed karma card, or the blessed angel. And the king of diamond represents a powerful business mind, a man who, as long as he's in a position of leadership or owning his own business, will always be successful, as long as he learns to look at business from both sides and not have one eye that only sees it.
That's the problem. Like, the problem with people sometimes when they find something, they like to grab onto it and make it God.
Absolutely.
So that's what you said. You can't like just put everything in. Like, it's a guide. It should help you on your way to where you need to go. It's something that people should definitely look into and find out what your numbers are. You do have a website where they could do that at.
Absolutely. My website is www.malik, MALIK Deshawn, DESHAWN.com, and you can go on there. You can go to the Find Your Cards tab under Castrology for Life, and you can click on your card, put in your birthday, and you can tap on the cards, and it'll tell you what each card means. We have a yearly card, we have a birth card, we have a 52-day card, and a daily card. Your birth card is going to tell you just what I told you: your soul's essence, your life's purpose, and why God put you here. Your yearly card is like the trailer to a movie. It gives you the overview of what your year is going to be like. And then your 52-day card represents the 52-day planetary periods that happen from your birthday to your birthday, which is your year.
Right.
That's another thing I want to dispel, Rich. Your new year isn't on January 1st unless you was born January 1st. Your new year is on your birthday. And every year throughout your life, from the years of 0 to 45 and from the years of 45 to 90, you're going to be presented with a new experience in your life every year. And that's how we grow. We don't go every year. You're going to go through something different. Every year you can look for great blessings, and you can look for great lessons, because that's how we grow in the cards, and that's how we grow in life.
That's dope. See, you learn something new every day, man. So you said with the 52 days, that's basically like the 4 seasons.
Challenging time of your year. It's the year when karma comes, but it's the time when karma comes back. It's the time when you may have to work a little harder for something. It's the best time to reflect. It's the time when you face your challenges.
Right.
But the most beautiful thing about Saturn is, although things may be difficult in the material world, they're great in the spiritual world. And often we reap our highest spiritual rewards in Saturn. So it's the best time to meditate and pray. And if you believe in planting seeds, if you believe in manifestation, like I know a lot of people do, they say the word manifest in the social media era a lot. Manifestation in Saturn is the most beautiful thing you can do. It's for you to prepare what you want the rest of your year to look like. The 6th 52-day period is Uranus.
Okay.
And Uranus coming out of Saturn is like a breath of fresh air. It's like, man, I just came out of a difficult time.
That's
And
when
it's
things get a
time
little
for
better.
me to they got the science, they did the wrong things and they destroyed themselves, you know, by sinking their continent or destroying their civilization. And then the cards was given to a group called the Magi. The Magi, many of us know as the three wise men that went to find baby Jesus in the Bible. And if you remember, how did they find Jesus? They were looking at the
Following
stars.
yeah.
Why? Because they were astrologists. They were astronomers. They understood the sky. And what is the sky? The map.
Yeah.
It's a map. It ain't just up there for decoration.
Right.
Why you think the powers that be put up skyscrapers and street lights at night? It's not just to light up your streets, but it's actually to blot out the map. Because I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what you believe. 7 times a year for 52-day periods, you will be affected by Mercury and a few other books. He is the head of the Order of the Magi. When you see the spade symbol,
Right.
that represents the Magi. It's sacredness. It's very, very important. It's a beautiful symbol. Well, that represents the Magi that Robert Lee Camp runs. He's my teacher. Taught me the deck of playing cards and how to use them, and actually told me that I did it in the past life. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so second nature to me. You know, I've been through many different sciences. I've studied Islam, grew up in the Christian church, grew up as in the Moorish Science Temple. But when it came to the sciences, this was what was for me. I was a junior Rosicrucian back years ago at the age of 15, 16, learning how to construct my own castrology charts. But this right here was it was what for me. So the only people that I vouch for outside of myself that you can actually learn from is me, Malik Deshawn, Castrology for Life, which we are a branch of Robert Lee Camp and the Magi. Robert Lee Camp also has 2 grandmasters. They coming up with a new course in August, Fatima Dantes and Alexander Dunlop. And so these are the only people outside of myself that I would vouch you learning the cards from. You really have to be careful these days. There are a lot of people that claim to know it, but are actually in it for the money. Because that is,
There's always somebody that's in it for the money.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's nothing wrong with being in it for the money, because money is the paper bloodline. But it all has to be put into perspective, and you have to be teaching it the proper way.
Correct. That's with everything. You always got to make sure that if you're going to give somebody something, give it to them right. Don't be out here misleading people. And you know what I'm saying? You definitely speak in a way where I feel like, you know what you're talking about. You know, we also got, we have a group chat as far as the YouTube. You got a lot of people in there. You know
man, I can't name names, but I give readings to quite a few celebrities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I read for some celebrities. I read for my family, for my friends, and they love it. It's science. And it's real, it's great guidance. Everybody needs guidance. If you try to leave Atlanta and go to Chicago and you don't have a GPS, you're probably going to get lost.
Definitely going to get lost.
But if you have a GPS, you can get exactly to the destination that you trying to get to. And we all have a purpose. We all have a purpose. Your card will tell you exactly what your purpose is. A lot of us was raised to be what our mothers told us we should be.
Right.
Or be what our fathers told us we should be. Or be what we saw our friends being. Trying to be successful in what the next person was successful in, simply because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, or it looked easy. Only to do it and fail.
Right.
So the cards will show you exactly what square you stand on, what's your life's purpose, and why God put you here. And when you start living in that, you're doing the will of God.
Right. And the beauty of what you're saying right now is, I feel like once you get into the cards or have somebody like yourself, tell people what their cards are and stuff. You in living your own life, you're gonna realize, you're gonna see something in what you're saying that's gonna tell you, you know what, I do that. So I'm doing all these things, but you spoke on this. Maybe this is what I should be doing.
Absolutely.
You know, because it took me years. I have been all over the place for a long time in my life. Look, I'm managing a damn tattoo shop. Don't do tattoos. What am I doing over there? You feel what I'm saying? I've done it all, man. I've traveled mad places and did all types of things, like, but I had to realize that, I definitely need to stick to being creative, because that's my thing. And you came up here and said that. You know what I'm saying?
And, you spoke on that. You just spoke on doing a whole lot of things. Well, that's part of the 3. When you take a deck of cards and you pull out the 3, I want y'all to examine the 3 when you get a chance. There's going to be 3 diamonds, 3 spades, 3 clubs, or 3 hearts. Well, what those 3 represent, you're the emblem in the middle. And the other 2 are roads in your life. And you're always bouncing from one road to the next. Your duty is to finish one road before you start the next. Just like in task, you should always finish something and then start something else, instead of starting 3 different things at once.
Talk about it, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's spitting it, I'll tell you that much. And I learned a lot, because I feel like, like you said, people read cards, and people think that reading cards is always tarot or whatever. And like you said, and then people, when you could tell people stuff about themselves, they always want to know the future.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even about that. It's really about knowledge of self.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And the way you breaking it down is like, even when it tells you like the synopsis of your year, because I've been on your site and I've looked at my cards and stuff, and when it tells you your year, it's almost like people be looking for some type of reward in that.
Yes.
But that's just like you said, it's just to guide you and tell you exactly when to do certain things, or what's the best time. And that's beautiful. That's something to really get into. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that, man, because people are always looking for the rewards. They always looking for the gifts.
Right.
And they fail to miss their shortcomings. They fail to miss their strengths. What about the things you need to work on? What about the things that hinder you? What about that pothole in the road that you can't see?
Right.
That if you knew about, you could possibly navigate around.
Avoid it.
That's what the cards is about. Rich said it's self-mastery. And the way that I teach my students in our school, the Castrology for Life Nation is what we call it. The way I teach is, man, we don't need to talk about your gifts and your strengths. That's already yours. Let's talk about your weaknesses. Let's overcome your weaknesses.
Yeah, let's eliminate
let's get you strong in that area. It's no different than basketball. Michael Jordan is my favorite player, the greatest of all time. And Mike always stressed being well-rounded, because then you're strong. If you're a right-handed basketball player, once everybody figure out you can go right, they're going to stop you, because you can't go left. But if you work on that left and you become complete with that left, then you become like Michael Jordan, unstoppable. You can go left, right, and up the middle. And it's the same way in life. We got to overcome our weaknesses. I teach about something called the art of transmutation. And what the art of transmutation is turning a negative into a tool. Notice I didn't say a positive. The reason, because positive and negative go hand in hand.
You need it.
You need both to exist. You need both to be complete. So it's not about turning a negative into a positive, but it's about turning a negative in a tool. And I'll give you an example. People used to always tell my cousin, "Oh, you materialistic." And she used to take offense to it. But my cousin right now is a multi-millionaire, and guess what she does, Rich?
What's that?
She buys art.
That's it?
She buys and sells art. So what happened was, she learned that materialistic trait was valuable to her in the world of art.
Right.
Because she took the word materialistic and used it as a tool. And the tool that she used was a tool for it to help her understand the value of things.
Right.
So she can see art that other people think is invaluable simply because she's materialistic. I'll give you another example.
That's crazy.
You got an anger problem? What if somebody break into your house? That anger gonna protect you and your family.
That's a fact.
You see? So it's about us understanding how to use negatives as tools. You a liar? You a great liar? Go write a book.
Go be a lawyer.
Go be a lawyer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Write a screenplay.
Yeah.
Because if you're a great liar, you're able to tell stories.
Fact.
You're able to come up with things. You got a sharp, keen mind. And you got the gift of gab. So become a storyteller. Become a writer. Become a rapper. Become a singer. Write songs.
Yeah.
And this is how you turn a negative into a tool. And we teach all of these things at the Castrology for Life. You know, it's a beautiful science, man. It really will open your eyes. Rich spoke on, people always come to me and they say, what about my past life? And I'll be like, what's that going to do for you?
Right.
You know, the power of the now is where it's at. We got to stop living in the future and we got to stop living in the past. Live in the now and use the deck of playing cards. Use your birth card and your planetary ruler card to teach you who you are, to better help you understand self, to help you grasp the potential of your greatness, and to help you overcome the challenges of your weakness.
For real. Y'all heard it? Yeah. It's a lot of knowledge being passed around right now, man.
Yeah, man, you know.
It's a lot of knowledge being passed around, you know, and I hope people are listening because it's deep, you know. And like I said, I'm going to keep stressing. Y'all can go to his website, and y'all could definitely get your own, you know, once you put in your birthday, it'll tell you what your cards is, you know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, Castrology for Life, you know, come join the team. You feel what I'm saying?
Come see us. I give readings. You can DM me on IG, MALIK DESHAWN, or you'll see at Renaissance Man 8000. I give family-based readings. I give business readings. I give personal readings, yearly readings, overall readings, whatever you need. You know, the cards can definitely give it to you. When you go to the site, you're going to see 4 cards pop up. You're going to see your birth card, which represents the star that was present at the time of your birth. You're going to see your yearly card, which represents your year, the overview of your year, and the trailer to a movie, because it'll show you everything.
Right.
Or and then you're going to see your 52-day card, which is going to let you know exactly what 52-day period you're in, what to do, what not to do, and what to expect. But last but not least, you're going to see your daily card. And just like a daily horoscope, you have a daily card every day. It starts from the day that you were born, 7 days out, represented by Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Because guess what? Every day of the week is the best time for you to do something and the worst time for you to do something. So that's important to know. The cards are so beautiful. It's like a macrocosm and a microcosm. You can take a great look or you can take a deep look. And that's the beauty of it. It's science. Tarot. You spoke on tarot, Rich.
Yeah.
Tarot came from this. Yes. The 52 deck of cards are the beginning. Tarot came later. You know, a lot of gypsies use tarot. They use tarot in carnivals. You know, tarot is more intuition, what a person feel that they see. But the 52 deck of playing cards and this destiny card system, because that's what it's called, the destiny card system, because it's science. It deals with this grand solar spread chart, the grand spiritual spread chart, and it deals with astrology, the sun, the moon, and the stars. And so when you walking in this, you understand what the difference is. It's a difference in science and a difference in intuition.
Right, and intuition is basically somebody telling you what they, like you said, what they feeling. It's like that could be off and on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But this science is numbers.
But I'm gonna say, because I don't want to forget this, the most beautiful thing about this science is relationships. You know, everybody want love.
Right.
Everybody want to know who they friend. The cards can tell you all that.
So
because
we're getting my bad.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, we here right now. So talk to me about me in love right now.
Okay.
And my friends and people around me.
So I give you a quick overview of how it goes. You know, I've been talking about the planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The planets deal with energy, and when we're looking at this grand solar spread, somebody is always connected to you on this chart.
Right.
Somebody is always connected to you. You ever wake up in the morning or walk into a room and be like, damn, it's just something about dude. I don't like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes.
9 times out of 10, it's because that person might be Mars to you in the life spread.
Oh.
And so naturally the spirit or the energy that he going to give off is going to be threatening. It's going to make you defensive. You know, or you might meet somebody and they just want to give you things. And you like, man, what's up with dude? Why you always trying to give me something?
Right.
You ain't got a motive. Well, it's a high probability that person might be Jupiter to you. Because that's what somebody who's Jupiter is to you. They're a blessing in your life. They come to give you things. They come to help you. They come to aid and assist you. You might meet somebody and, man, all y'all, every time you see each other, y'all building. Y'all chopping it up on knowledge. They got some information for you. It's a high probability that person might be Mercury to you. Because that's what Mercury do. They see eye to eye. They damn near got the same type of mind or think the same way. Or you might meet somebody, or say you meet a woman, Rich, and she always trying to act like she your mama. Like, I ain't your kid.
Right, what's your problem?
She's probably Saturn to you. Because that's what Saturn does. You can never please Saturn. Saturn is critical to you. Saturn comes to teach you a lesson about something that you don't see in yourself.
Wow.
And it comes in the form of a person. Or you may meet somebody and they just infatuated with you. They can't see no wrong in you.
Yeah.
It's probably because that person is Neptune to you. But the flip side of that is you have the highest probability to deceive them. Because they can't see you. They blinded by the light. They blinded by Neptune. They blinded by an illusion. And that's what Neptune brings. So when you know the energy around you, when you get somebody's birthday and you say, what's your birthday? And you look on the chart and you say, they Mars to me. But they want to do business with you. You know that it's a high probability you don't need to do business with this person because they probably going to start being in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna envy you. They'll probably even be jealous of you.
So how would you know who people are to you? How do you get that?
That's by learning the science. Either you can call Malik Deshawn or you can take the class. And so I teach this. I teach how you can see it in the grand life spread. Who is what to you? Everybody is connected to you in some way when it comes to relationships.
So depending on their card and your card, you can tell how y'all mesh.
Absolutely. And I always tell people this. If you don't know their birthday, don't call them your friend. We should know the birthday of every important person in our life. Yeah. Not just friends,
everybody.
But you need to know your lawyer's birthday. You need to know your doctor's birthday. You need to know your financial advisor's birthday.
You hear that?
You need to know your pastor, your preacher's birthday. Because guess what? They're going to have a certain connection to you in the life spread. And it's important that you understand that you want your doctor to be Saturn to you because he's going to give you the best care. Why? Because Saturn deals with health. You want your lawyer to be Mars to you. Why? Because he's going to give you the best legal aid because Mars deal with legal things. You know what I'm saying? You want your wife to be Venus to you, your mate to be Venus to you. Why? Because they're going to love you more than you love them. And what did our parents tell us? Marry somebody who loves you more than you love them.
That's a fact.
You know, you want to donate to somebody's nonprofit. You want them to be Neptune to you. Why? Because Neptune deals with nonprofits. It deals with philanthropy. You know, so these are things that can really, really help you. Give us insight. Let us understand who the people are around us, our circle. It protects you and it also enlightens you.
See, I feel like I gotta go take this class now, man. You got me intrigued. I got more questions, but I don't want you to give away too much sauce. You know what I'm saying? Your people's in the group say you're giving away a lot of jewels and gems.
Tell them,
They
man, that's
loving
what
it.
it's about,
That's
man.
the-
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
dropping these gems. You know, I'd rather cast my pearls to those who gonna accept it
Yeah.
than to cast my pearls to swine.
Yeah, right, you know. And I can see it's a lot of love in here because, you know, a lot of them are talking to each other, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's got to be a nice little environment. Everybody calling each other family. Shout out to them.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? Let's get them a. I like that they support you like that, you know?
Yeah, that's love. That's love.
Supporting you.
man.
They
Yeah.
in there right now. And they
Yeah, that's-
definitely, you know, watching and
Yeah,
listening to
you know,
stuff,
my
so.
team strong, man. I shout out to my team, man. They do so much for me, man. You know, they the link to this chain and the links to this chain, and man, we could, you know, my mission is to propagate this faith to the four corners of the world, to all nations, to enlighten our people and wake our people up and let them know that not only do we use this, but the governments of the world and the nations of the earth use it. And I'll give y'all a gem before we get up out of here. You know, if you look back in the days of kings and queens, they always had a seer. They always had an astrologist. They always had a Merlin the magician.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was reading these sciences. That's how they won wars, and that's how they lost wars.
Yeah.
A lot of kings didn't listen to their seer, went into war and perished.
Yeah.
So understand that the United States government, they use this. They know how to navigate, and this is one of the tools that they use to stay in power.
See, y'all hear that, man? Even the government using it. And, you know, I always was afraid of getting, like, my palm read or getting, you know, do the tarot card thing because, I was very into the Bible. And I remember when, like you said, I forgot which king it was who was winning all of these wars, winning wars. And then his advisor advised him not to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he went and got his palms read, or he went to see, like, you know, the other people.
Yep.
And they basically was telling him, you know, like basically he couldn't lose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
And yeah, you can't. You probably couldn't lose if you was listening to the guy you've been listening to.
Right.
Now this person gave you some of your future, which you probably, you know, you probably wouldn't have lost if you just, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Continue with the people, you know. And a lot of them did have like they always had like the mafia concierge.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So
That's right.
you gotta, you know, you definitely gotta have somebody in your corner that does understand the universe. And once you understand that, you know what I'm saying, there is no real losing if you follow the guidelines. So shout out to you, brother.
And think about this, Rich. One more, because you just brought up something I got to give people this.
Let's go.
The chessboard.
Ooh.
What piece sits next to the king
The
and queen?
queen. Oh, the rook.
The bishop.
No, the bishop. I'm drunk. My bad.
And what is the
Not
bishop?
literally drunk.
What is the bishop?
The bishop ain't that's like the advisor.
Come
ain't it?
on, man.
That is.
Come on, man. They whisper in the ears of kings and
they
queens.
right next to them.
Come on, man.
And you know,
Absolutely.
I pride myself on living like the chessboard.
Absolutely.
Your queen is the only reason why she moves the way she moves is because she's the only one that's gonna move any which way for you.
Absolutely.
You get
That's
me?
right.
And then next is the bishop who will slide across. I mean, they ain't gonna do what the queen gonna
Right.
do, but they can move the eat.
But they gonna whisper in your ear and tell you, hey, look over there. You see them hiding in the bushes.
Exactly.
You see them snipers in that mountain. Let me go
Exactly.
get them. Don't go over there.
I
But
got
what
you.
what else don't this look like the chessboard? Come on, man.
Nah, it really does. Now
That's
that you
where
say that.
that's where it come from.
Yeah.
That's the chessboard, the checkerboard, the multiplication table, the periodic table. All of that come from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
That's crazy right there, bro. But I've learned so much today. I'm so glad you came up here. This better answer the dude's question. Who is that? Now you know, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Honorable Malik Deshawn.
You feel me? Drop bombs on stuff like that. Y'all gotta understand, man. Like, knowledge is power. You feel me? And you hold a lot of knowledge for things that can help people and it can help so much. And people need to understand that, man.
And I got a book coming soon called
There you go.
Walk With Me. Malik Deshawn, and I promise you'll never look at a deck of cards the same again.
Yo, and there you have it, man. Y'all better go to the website. www.malikdeshawn.com. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. DESHAWN.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, okay. I misspelled it.
Yeah.
It's
DESHAWN.
Okay, cool. Deshawn with a W. Don't forget that. Malik spelled correctly.
Yeah. This my first podcast, man, with you. And this dedicated to my boy, Fat Boy Guala Guala, A.K. Money Eyes, man, who passed away. You know, one of the greatest rappers that I know. You know, y'all check him out on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying, this it just ignited my fire, man. Cause it's before I spoke to him, before he passed, he said to me, "Hey boy, you found your niche. I'm paying attention." I said, "Man, I'm finna take it to the world," and that's what we do.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. One more time, let them know exactly where they can find you. Instagram, YouTube's, websites. Tell them where they could come sign up for the class. Tell them where the family's at. Let's go.
Man, absolutely. You can find me on IG at Malik Deshawn or at Renaissance Man 8000. You can find me on Clubhouse at Malik Deshawn. You can find me on Facebook at Derek Richardson Eel. Shout out to my Moorish Nation. And you can also email me at readings@Castrology. That's CASTROLOGY, 4 LIFE.com. And link up. You can catch my classes on my website. I got an 8-week beginners course. I got an 8-week intermediate course. Or you can catch Robert Lee Camp, or you can catch Fatima Dantes and Alexander Dunlop at Spades University. You know, we are the teachers of the true science of the 52 deck of playing cards.
Well, there you have it. Malik Deshawn, thank you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
That's Black Ink Radio. Rich Mo.
We out.
Black Ink 125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now